there. You have an update for us, Tori.
Yeah, this is also drawing the attention of even organizations. I was just speaking with a woman here from Borderlands for Equity, and Majan, you said you spoke with some people who were inside the mosque. What did they tell you? What did they hear?
It was about 40 minutes ago. I was just doing some grocery shopping and got a call from the community and immediately reached out to Sheikh Taha Hussein, who is the Islamic director inside and been the leader of our community for many, many years. He said there was a shooter, that they could hear the shots being fired and they were being evacuated. And I can only imagine how frightened and terrified all of the people, whether it be administrative staff, people who are praying in the community that just happened to stop by, and most importantly, the school. There's a school that's operating inside with children and community members that are so young. I can't even imagine what they're going through right now, and not exactly sure how many people have been hit or how many people have been killed.
Did you get any word as to where the shooter was?
I just heard that they said that they had infiltrated the inside of the building. I wasn't sure exactly. I could hear the officers shouting to evacuate in the background, and it was paralyzing and so frightening. And at the same time, I had to drop everything and come directly to make sure our community is safe and they're okay, and they know that they're not alone in this really insane time.
And you showing up here to try and connect with some of those families as these kids are just going to start processing what they just experienced, and the staff too.
Absolutely. Borderlands for Equity is a pro bono civil rights nonprofit and a community advocacy group, and we've been doing this work for over 6 years and continue to show up, whether it's an ICE raid, whether it's a community that's been targeted by discrimination, but in the most horrific of situations, this kind of shooting is unacceptable anywhere, let alone a place of peace and faith and hope like an Islamic Center here in San Diego.
Thank you so much for speaking with us and giving us some more insight into what the Islamic director here at the mosque had to tell you, as you could hear everything developing on the other side of the phone call.
Thank you so much, and we're asking for people's prayers and their support during this difficult time, because the Muslim community, like many marginalized groups, are continuing to be targeted in this really frightening moment across our country, and we need to hold fast to the commitment of being community and standing together in solidarity as allies and neighbors who care and love one another through even the difficult times.
Thank you so much for talking with us, and thank you. And we'll definitely keep staying on top of this and asking those hard questions, as we do know that law enforcement confirming with us that the threat has been mitigated at this point, as they're calling this now a contained situation, although it is still a very heavy first responder presence out here since this all started just before noon. My photographer Miguel and I, we were driving on the freeway, and we just heard siren after siren as vehicles were just swerving around us, all to get to this mosque, where we know now that there was an active shooter. That is where the investigation is unfolding. If you do have family, loved ones that were inside that mosque, who are inside there, you can go to 4125 Hathaway Street. That is where the reunification center is, if you have any loved ones who may have been inside the mosque at the time of that shooting. We'll go ahead and send it back to you guys for now.